Alright, gamers, mercenaries, lore nerds, and people who clicked on this by mistake. Welcome. What is up? Welcome to the channel where I talk, you listen. I'm your host, Anonymous, and welcome to Respawn Wednesdays. Today we're going to be talking about a very special game. A game that I like to call Crimson Desert. That's right, this game looks magnificent. It looks spectacular. No, seriously, this game, I've been waiting for this game for a while. I've been watching all of the breakdowns and the gameplays that they've released over the last couple of years. I'm really excited for this game. We're going to be talking heavily about the characters, the plot hooks, the setting, the combat, the hype. And yes, of course, while keeping it spoiler free. Don't know how I could do it any other way since the game is not out, but there you go. There you have it. You're about to get the lowdown on Crimson Desert. What is it? What it might be? Who lives? Who dies? Who gets the cool sword? Who gets the side quest where you fetch 10 wolf pelts? Let's talk about it right now, cause I've got you covered. First, what is Crimson Desert? It started off as a spin-off prequel thought to link up with Black Desert Online, but has since morphed into its own thing. An open-world action RPG with strong narrative leanings. It's being built by Parallel Abyss with their Black Space engine, whatever that means, specifically under the hood aiming for next-gen visuals, physics, environments, etc. But for now, it's slated for March 19th, 2026, because it's been delayed. And this is one of those games that has been delayed multiple times, but as of late, most games are being delayed because we really wouldn't have it any other way. I mean, a lot of the games that have come out recently have been straight up unfinished. And we know how the gaming industry works nowadays. Push out the game, provide DLC and updates for the broken content later. Of course, not for free. So let me be your hype whisperer. This isn't a live service MMO first and foremost. It's more single player. Say what? That's right, we were getting single player with some multiplayer online touches. So yeah, you can think Witcher meets Game of Thrones drenched in fantasy with the occasional giant dragon, or did that tree just move? Okay, world time. The game takes place on a continent of Pywell, a land torn by war, unrest, and all the cliche fantasy fans both love and complain about. Now the regions vary: scorching deserts, frosty lands, rolling plains, dense forest, rugged mountains. Every zone you probably think of, and all of them have their own flavor of hazards, maybe even villains, monsters. Your protagonist is Cliff McDuff, just McDuff, or Cliff, leader of the Greymanes, Free Company mercenaries. He carries the weight of past trauma, leadership burdens, and a lot of scars, emotional ones and physical ones. The conflict in the game seems to be that Pywell is fractured. Rulers vie for power, warlords rise, dark secrets bubble under the surface. This game is packed with tons of content, tons of story, tons of mythologies. Just a huge blend of everything. Seriously, this game leans into the fact that it can do everything. There's also indication that the choices matter in the game. So say like your alliances, your rivals, even the way the world is shaped might shift depend on how you interact with people. So if you like branching stories with moral weight or moral fluff, depending on how many side quests you skip, this might scratch the itch. Looking for something new that's like Skyrim, but not Skyrim at all? Scratch the itch. Scratch it. So the characters you should probably meet. Time for the NPC rollout. Think of them as your party, minus the dude who yells, "Heal me!" every 5 seconds. That's me. No, I'm just kidding. You got Cliff, the guy you've seen, because if you've ever heard of Crimson Desert, he's probably the one character that you know. Then you got supporting mercenaries, your comrades. The Greymanes consist of several warriors, each with unique backgrounds, motivations, and personalities. Pearl Abyss has said themselves many of these characters have intertwined fates with Cliff's journey. You got rival warlords, rulers, and antagonists. Because what's action RPG without warlords backstabbing and a guy who looks like he drinks hot lava for breakfast? What? Now our fun wrinkle. There's community speculation about playable characters switching between them. Honestly, I would like that because there's not really much to the character that we are playing as in the game so far, or at least the one that we've seen that you can play as. I don't really like, to me he looks very plain, and a lot of the community is talking about the lack of character customization. Some people even have an issue with the fact that there's not a choice between male and female protagonists. Now, of course, lots of games come with mods, so wait for the modded community to allow that to happen if that is implemented later on in the future. But hey, not all games are made the same. The game's gonna lean heavily into fast, over-the-top, combo-driven combat. Think hack and slash meets fighting games with occasional pro wrestling moves. I'm so serious. And just some of the animations and previewable skills and traits that you can acquire over the course of the game. We've got parrying with swords and shields, heavy light combos, charged supernatural attacks, aerial moves, grappling, elemental exotic bows and arrows, dodging in slow motion, climbing, multiple stage bosses. This game could be the next version of GTA, and by that I mean everything that GTA is not doing, this game is. I mean, with all of that stuff packed into this one game, you can't help but feel if the game is yet finished. And by the looks of it, it's not, because obviously it's been delayed again. But the simple fact is, I'm willing to wait for as long as it takes to get all of those things into the game, because the more things that are in the game and work properly, the better off I am playing the game for a longer period of time. Now, I know that I've spent most of this video just talking your ear off, giving you a bunch of specs and details. Maybe some of you may have enjoyed that information, maybe some of you may not have enjoyed that information. I don't know, but that's what the video game has to offer. So who's Crimson Desert for? If you love high fantasy stories with moral weight, messy politics, and ruined kingdoms, this might be the game for you. Deep combat systems, long and inquisitive side stories. Honestly, it's starting to sound like a little bit like Assassin's Creed, like the early Assassin's Creed games. But that's all the time I have for this episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. There you have it. This is everything you need to know, maybe even a little bit more or less, depending on the person. I don't know. Yeah, that's Crimson Desert for you. I'm your host, Anonymous. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe for more videos just like this. Be nice to each other out there and show your boys some love. Peace.